Hi guys, Twane here, the legal template analyst, and today I'm taking you through our residential lease agreement for a furnished property with the involvement of a real estate agent. So let's dive right into it. We start off by filling out the details of both the tenant and the landlord, as well as filling out the property details and lease and rental details. This is then signed by both the tenant and the landlord, and you then also fill out the details of the agent that will be handling this lease. The agreement further looks at the terms and conditions of the lease agreement and then sets out some definitions under this agreement. The agreement further goes on to look at the lease terms itself, as well as the rental and deposit amounts, and also how those are to be paid. The agreement further makes note of the defect list, and this is a list of defects to the property and how that will be dealt with. The agreement also looks at any additional amounts, so costs or fees that may be applicable under this agreement as well. And then just makes note of acknowledgements under this lease agreement. So that is any acknowledgements made by both the tenant and the landlord. The agreement then goes on to focus on occupation as well as any furnishings that are included within this lease agreement for the term of the lease. The agreement also addresses any defects and maintenance to the property and also who will be liable for those, and goes on to address the general use and enjoyment of the property as well. The agreement also focuses on any sale or to let notices that are up on the property, as well as breach of contract, what constitutes a breach, and what are the consequences for such a breach. The agreement also has the POPI clause, which just gives you consent to obtain the tenant's data and sets out how those will be protected. And then just some general terms of the lease as well. The agent's commission is also then addressed within the lease and set out as it is agreed between the agent and landlord. And lastly, we have a list of furnishings that are included in the home for the period of lease, and that is broken down per room. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please let me know if you have any other questions.